We can go now to Renée Davis in Beirut. Good morning, Renée. The clashes are still going on despite Donald Trump's announcement of the agreement, it seems.
Yes, they are. They are ongoing. We've just had reports from local media that 2 Israeli soldiers were killed by a Hezbollah drone strike. Ongoing clashes all over southern Lebanon after the evacuations of yesterday. But however, despite the ongoing clashes, there have definitely been some key turning points in the couple of days that have led up to this ceasefire, notably the capture of Beaufort Castle, this, historic monument that dates back to 1100 BC, captured by by Israel in the past days after intense clashes between on both sides. I briefly spoke to the head of the municipality of Al-Noun, which is in the Nabatea district, and where is located the castle, who told me that Israelis were directly hitting this castle with airstrikes. When I asked him the level of damage that the castle had suffered, he told me it's impossible to tell because you can't access the terrain. However, Prime Minister Nawaf Salam a couple of days ago called on the international community to protect these sites, these historical protected sites, such as the one in the Bekaa in eastern Lebanon that's a UNESCO protected site. So I think all of these things led up to the direct negotiations coming through today.
Now, and speaking of those negotiations, what diplomatic efforts have been taking place behind the scenes to secure this agreement?
We've heard about this infamous phone call by local media from Donald Trump to Netanyahu that I think gave Netanyahu cold feet. So he's been talking about escalating the conflict, striking Beirut. Yesterday, we saw scenes of total panic here in the capital, huge traffic jams, universities evacuated, schools evacuated, exams cancelled. I also got the chance to briefly speak with the dean of the Lebanese University, whose main campus is in Beirut's southern suburbs. Now, they were supposed to sit their exams yesterday, and it's all been postponed till next week. So we really saw this huge chaos. Once again, people rushing to evacuate their homes. And I think that's what triggered the phone call. And very important to remember as well, the Nabih Berri, who is the head he's the Speaker of Parliament here in Lebanon, and he's also the leader of Amal. Now, Amal is a political party that is the closest aligned to Hezbollah. They're well-known allies, and they have been for decades. He's always opposed the ceasefire alongside his counterparts, Hezbollah chief Naim Qassem. However, yesterday, he told the local paper, L'Orient Le Jour, that he would personally see that Hezbollah signs this ceasefire deal, and that's what's happened. So I think on both sides there was definitely strong pushes for diplomatic progress, and I think the main sentiment here on the ground is that those stick.